Hello, welcome to another video. In today's video I will be going through my top 5 things that I wish I knew when I started the gym. Now I thought I would do a video like this because it links quite well into the gym's reopening. There might be a lot of people out there who's just joining the gym for the first time. There might be a few people out there who is, going back to the gym after a very long time off. And I think it helps to know from experience what I wish someone would have grabbed me and told me when I first started going to the gym, because it would have made my life a lot easier. Now, this is a very official video because I have my points noted down on a ripped up bit of envelope because, taking it very serious, very official. So, point number 1, rest days. Take them, important. So when I first joined the gym, I was under the impression that you had to work out as much as you could to gain the most muscle you could, because everyone sells you this dream of, no days off, you've got to push through the pain. That's absolute load of rubbish. If your body's not up to it, if your body is feeling fatigued, if you say you've just started the gym, you've gone 3 days flat out, and your body is telling you need a rest, don't push through it, take the rest. Your body will thank you. It's better for you in the long term. You're going to avoid injuries, silly injuries that you just don't need. And when you're taking that rest day, your body's going to recover. You come back stronger and you can go the next day. If you need to take 2 days off, it's not a bad thing. And I think that goes for anyone, let's face it, we've had 4 months off without the gyms, and your body is not going to be used to it when you go back. So definitely have a rest day. Don't push through the pain too much. I've seen so many people saying, we're going to take the body to the next level. They're going to go non-stop. They're going to train harder than they ever have done before, which is great, but don't do it straight away. Ease yourself back into it. If you've had 4 months off the gym, you can't just fly back in there, lift the same weights, do the same intensity as before without risking injury. Just something to note. And if you are brand new to the gym and you see someone, going there every day, saying how much you need to train, put the hours in, put as much reps as you can, as much sets as you can. Don't take it to heart. Don't listen to that too much. Listen to your own body. If you're brand new at the gym, take it easy, ease yourself into it. Don't feel like you have to go every day without taking your rest. I did that when I first went, and it didn't get me anywhere. So yeah, point number 1, nice and simple. Listen to your body. Take your rest days. Do not go every day. Your body needs rest naturally. Everyone's body's different. You could go, your first 2 days of the gym might go great. You wake up 3rd day, you're completely aching. You feel like you're a dumbbell curl away from ripping your bicep off. You're probably not, but a dumbbell curl away from an injury. Take the rest day, go back the next day. You're not going to lose any gains. You're not going to lose any size. Listen to your body. Take your rest days. What is this? By the way, this is 4 months without a haircut. Barbers are open now. I just haven't been yet because I went through a phase of thinking I actually looked a bit like Hercules. But I am now at a phase where I do look like homeless Jesus. So I booked it in 3 weeks time. It's coming off, so I can stop wearing hairbands and stop doing this. Anyway, point 2 on my envelope. Progressive helps if you can say it. Progressive overload. This is something that people do throw around a lot more now. When I first went to the gym, it wasn't something I was aware of. It wasn't a term that was thrown around a lot. Still might not be a familiar term to loads of people watching. So, why can't I say it? Progressive overload. Why can't I say it? So, progressive overload. Simply put, let's strip the big words out. Let's not make it too complicated. You're making your workout harder than it was before. That is it. So, you go to the gym, you are curling 12 kg, you've done it for 2 weeks in a row, you're doing 8 reps on 12 kg, you are now finding this a little bit too easy, you think you can do more. Week 3, you're either doing 10 reps on 12 kg, so you've increased your rep range by 2, which is progressive overload, or you're now curling 14 kg and you're doing 6 reps. So one way or the other, you've increased something on your workout that's going to shock your muscles a little bit more to make them grow. Easy as that. And it can be anything ever so small. So it might be you're doing a bench press, you're pressing 80 kg. You've done it for a few weeks, you're feeling quite comfortable, you're thinking, right, I can take this to the next level. it's time to progressively overload. You might just add an extra rep in. That's all. So you've done 10 reps on 80 kg one week. You've done 10 reps on 80 kg the week after. Week 3, you do 11 reps on 80 kg. That little change can make a big difference because your body's not gonna get used to the workouts you're doing. It's not gonna adapt. You're gonna keep it a bit on its toes, and doing things like that, it does help. It helps a lot. So that's why people say note your workouts down and note what you're doing down, because it does help. It can be a bit of a chore and it can be a little bit boring. And if you are going to the gym, not take it too serious, you're just going to keep fit, then ignore this point completely. But if you are wanting to progress and you are wanting to get bigger in size or get stronger, note it down, look at your numbers and progressively overload them over time. And like I said, there's no one way to do it. It's listen, again, back to point 1, listen to your body, see what you can do. You don't have to do it in a time frame. If you're bench pressing 100 kg one week, you've come back the next week, you're doing the same weight, the same reps, but you just can't quite feel like you can increase it any further. You can't add more weight, you can't increase the reps, you can't add another set in. That's fine. Listen to your body. But long term, you will have to increase it to get stronger or get bigger. That's as simple as that. But don't listen to anyone who says you have to do it every week or every day. Listen to your own body and do what feels right. It is one of those things where it does get easier over time. So I didn't do that at the start when I first started the gym. I literally stuck to the same weights for years because I was comfortable. And I find certain weights harder to increase than others. So I remember for ages doing dumbbell chest press. I think I was doing 32 kg for years, and the thought of going to 34 scared me. Didn't want to do it. Thought I won't get myself in my head. I'm going to collapse to the floor. My head's going to fall off. I'm going to crush myself, and everyone's going to laugh at me. So I didn't do it. And then over time, I got braver, and all I did was add an extra rep in. So rather than doing 8 reps, I did 9 reps. Did that for a couple of weeks. After that, did 10 reps, and then it was like, right, okay. I am feeling stronger. The extra reps have helped. Now I'll increase to 34 kg, but I'm not going to do 8 reps. I'm going to do 4 reps. So I'm lifting the heavier weight, not doing as many reps, and then over time you've increased again, and now you're doing 34 kg for 8 reps. So it might take a few months, but you've progressively overloaded. You've got stronger over time, and now you're at the next level. And that goes for anything in fitness. So that is a good point to note out. Why? I'm slurring today. Must be the blackcurrant. But yes, you get stronger over time, progressive overload, don't overcomplicate it, it's good. Helps you read your own writing. Point number 3. The big men don't care, or women. So when I first joined the gym, I was a little bit nervous, a little bit scared of the bigger people there. So, and I think that goes for a lot. It's probably the younger people just starting the gym. They think it's quite an intimidating place. It's actually not. Most people are friendly in there, and they actually, to be honest with you, they just don't care about you. As harsh as that sounds, they do not care what you're doing, what your form's like, how much weight you're lifting. They don't care. They're there to work out. And I wish someone had grabbed me and told me that at the start. I think because let's face it, when you first go to a gym, your weights aren't going to be massive. You're not going to be lifting big numbers, and it can put people off a bit. They might. I certainly tried to lift heavier than I should have been. My form was all off, so I wish someone had said, the big guy behind you actually is not watching you lift your 12 kgs. He couldn't care less. He's watching himself in the mirror. That's what he's doing. So yeah, when you first join the gym, do not worry. If you want to curl 4 kg and get your form right and progressively overload over time, then do it. Don't go in there thinking you've got to lift big weights, because Big Tony behind you is gonna shout at you and laugh at you if you pick up your little weights. No one cares. Everyone starts somewhere, and he'll have started somewhere as well, and he does not care. So very, very quick point. Very quick point. But going to the gym, be happy, be yourself. Do not worry. Do not worry. The only thing you should worry about is hurt yourself. So don't pick up weights that are too heavy and risk injury again. Go in there, do what's good for you, and go from there. Everyone starts somewhere. Point 4. Which is a weird one because you're watching a video of me telling you what I wish someone had told me. But point 4 is don't listen to everyone. Everyone's got an opinion and it's not necessarily right and it's not necessarily good for you. And what I mean by this is when I first started the gym, the person that I was training with or people at work said, you know, you've got to do full body workouts. They're the best thing to do. Do your full body. Do it a day, have a day off, then do another full body workout. It's the best way to get, you know, that's what the big men do. So I did that. I didn't enjoy it, but people had told me that was the only way, so I listened to them. Turns out there's 100 different ways to train, and just because someone tells you something worked for them, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for you. Someone once told me that doing 21s on barbell curls is the best way to maximise your bicep peak, best way to get big arms, and it is a good workout, but again, it just didn't feel right for me. I didn't gain that much strength doing it. I still do them now, but I don't base my whole workout around them. I found that just, for me, bicep curls with a smaller weight and really focus on your mind muscle connection, really getting that squeeze, lowering down slow, and overloading on them works for me. But I'm not going to say that's the best exercise in the world for everyone. I'm not going to say that is you should do that, because everyone's body's different, everyone's genetics different, everyone's bodies react in a different way. Obviously there's key points to follow that will work, like, you know, with the progressive overload, with having a rest day, the basic things that everyone can do, and that's not going to change. You're not going to be a superhuman who doesn't need a rest day. You're not going to be someone who's a genetically enhanced freak who never has to increase their weight or intensity and can lift 8 kgs for the rest of their life and turn into Mr. Olympia. That's not going to happen. They're key pointers. But what your workouts and your splits and the exercise you do, that is kind of up to you. So don't take too much notice of what someone next to you says, this is what you've got to do, this is what will work for you, because they don't know. Your body's different to theirs. So listen to your body, find a workout that works for you, and find a workout that's enjoyable, because that'll get you a long way. I'm going to put this bit in. I had to stop filming now. So I film in the window for the good lighting, and someone across the row was in their window and they were looking at me and I was looking at them and I was trying to talk to the camera like I was speaking to them. They thought I was crazy, so I stopped. They've gone now, so we'll carry on. So point number 5, calorie deficit, what have I called them? Gurus. They're everywhere at the minute, everywhere. And I feel like it's a buzzword that everyone uses. They think a calorie deficit is the be all and end all and it's the answer to everything. I find it annoying. So calorie deficits are good if you use them right. You know, if you're overweight, or maybe you just want to lose a bit of body weight to show a bit more definition, drop your body fat percentage down, it's great. So work out your calorie maintenance and then drop into a deficit and you'll lose weight. It's quite simple. But I feel like people throw it around too much now. I feel like it's the go-to term for everything. I've seen people say, yeah, stay in a calorie deficit, you can still gain lots of muscle. I've seen people say, ab workouts, you don't need to do ab workouts, just go in a calorie deficit, you'll show your abs. I mean, some of it's true, but don't listen to it too much. You know, if you want good abs, don't not do ab workouts. I feel like it's a thing that people are pushing at the minute. I find it a little bit weird. And again, it's down to genetics. So for some reason, if I've done a bulk, say I've put on a bit of body weight, put a bit of muscle on, and then I want to shred down, so I will go into a calorie deficit. But for me, my abs don't show straight away. I shred my back for some weird reason. I've got a very lean back. Other people, when they've got a bulk, their abs will still be showing because genetically, you just don't carry much fat there. Some people store fat on the legs, some people store it on the hips, some people store it on the back. You know, it's different for everyone. And I know a lot of people, if they do go to the gym, they want to get abs. So yeah, do ab workouts. Don't rely on a calorie deficit. Being in a calorie deficit will make you lose, it'll make you lose weight. And if you do lose it on your stomach, you will show, a bit of definition. But let's not lie to ourselves. Muscles are muscle. Your abs are a muscle. You work the muscle, it shows more. So it's as easy as that. So just be careful of the calorie deficit gurus. They seem to throw it around everywhere. And personally, as well, if you are just starting the gym, I would eat in a surplus. If you're starting the gym and you want to put some muscle on, eat a lot of food. Find out your maintenance, add a couple of 300 calories to it, and enjoy your food. Eat lots of food, lift heavy weights, and see where you get to. Don't worry about eating a calorie deficit straight away. Yeah, but what I would say is Google it yourself, because it's just, I think it's been made a bigger thing than it is. Simple terms is you get a calorie maintenance to stay the same, a calorie surplus to put on weight, calorie deficit, you lose weight. If you want abs, yes, eating in a calorie deficit will help, but don't disregard ab workouts, you know. You're still going to strengthen your core, still going to give you good abs. And obviously, if you've got a layer of fat over them, they're not going to show. But everyone's known that for ages, and I just feel like at the minute, calorie deficit is the buzzword, and everyone throws it around for everything, you know. I need bigger arms, calorie deficit. I need to be able to run a marathon, calorie deficit, and I think it's just a bit too far. So again, one of those things what people are throwing around, and just don't take everyone's word as gospel. Is that the saying? I think it's the same. Do your own research. But that is the end of my list. Nice and quick one today. Try to pick things on that list that, you know, aren't the same in every video. So, you know, there's some obvious points, like I've said, like, you know, if you're going to the gym for the first time, starting the gym, eat good food, don't eat takeaways every day, that sort of stuff. But try to pick things that are a little bit different, but hopefully it will be helpful. So that's all I've got for today. That's all I've got for the video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like the video. If you really liked the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.